it's Alison. I'm here at the International Culinary Center. It's my second week of class and I've already had to deal with chicken bones and fish skeletons. So good. We spent an entire class doing stocks, and after that class I realized that all those cold nights that I made chicken soup, I was making my stock completely wrong. But I am going to teach you some tips today that can help to make your stock look really good and taste really good. You want to start with chicken bones. Chicken bones probably aren't that easy to find, so if you can't, just use a regular chicken, cut it all up to expose the bones, because that's where you're going to get all the flavor, all of the gluten and amino acids, bring that chickeny flavor all through your stock. And then you could always use your chicken later for chicken soup or chicken salad, whatever you want. Now I have a pot here. I filled it with water 2 inches above the chicken. You want to bring it to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. The boiling, the harshness of the boiling will re-emulsify all of the fat, and you don't want that. You also want to start with cold water. Cold water will facilitate the degreasing process, so it'll make everything easier as you're skimming. You'll get more of it out. Next, your vegetables. Surprisingly, the size of the vegetables matters. For a 2-hour chicken stock, you want the vegetables to be about 2 inches long, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. This way, after 2 hours, your vegetables won't just disappear in the soup and you'll get as much flavor as you can out of them. So we're gonna go ahead and add these right in. So I've got some celery, some carrots, some leeks, some onions, and then I have parsley stems, thyme, and garlic. And I'm just putting it all in. You also want to add some peppercorns. Now, you never want to add salt to your stock, because stocks are a foundation for your soups or your sauces. So as it cooks down, the salt will intensify and you won't have as much liquid. It won't be very good for whatever else you're making later on. Another two great tips, you don't want to stir. You don't want to stir your stock. When you stir it, you will reincorporate all of the grease and the impurities back in, kind of like how boiling does it. Something that I'm guilty of. I always would just be like, let's get this all evenly cooking. You don't want to do that. Also, you want to skim it. So say you're making your stock while you're watching TV. Just get up every once in a while and make sure you continuously skim the fat off. An easy way to do that we learned in class is to just take your ladle, put the top just right at the surface, and kind of make a little whirlwind. This will push all of the grease to the sides, and then you can easily just take the grease out from the sides. Now, after about 2 hours, your stock should be done. You're going to end up with this golden, sheer, and very flavorful stock. That always amazes me that this happens with just water and you don't have to cheat this way like I used to do. For this recipe, and for one that I added on vegetable stock for you vegetarians out there, stay with us at cbsnews.com and continue to follow me through culinary school on What's Cooking.